Welcome, Scorpio, to part 2 of your January 2019 monthly energies and love reading. My name is Marlena with Graceful Healing Intuitive Tarot, and thank you so much for coming to my channel. Make sure you thumbs up before you leave, subscribe, and thank you so much for your comments. I love to hear your comments and how it especially resonates to you. What we're going to do is, let me remind you that this is a general reading. Therefore, make sure you look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs for more clarity. We're going more so into the love reading at this time. Make sure you look at part 1 because that was more of your full month, which also went into love. So make sure you look at that. But this here is for the first 2 weeks of January. I know January we're already in it, but this will be for the first 2 weeks. And then I will be back with you for the second 2 weeks of January later on. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm going to speak up a little bit. I don't have my microphone on me right now, so let's get started. So I started pulling for you already, so I just wanted to let you know in regards to your love reading. This is for Scorpio, January 2019, your portion. So when we go into love, we look at Scorpio, how Scorpio's feeling. Then we look into Scorpio's mate. And then we're going to look into any obstacles you guys are having. And then we're going to move on to your advice. Okay. So right now, just to show you some of the messages that came out, past, present, and future. We received reconciliation, separation, wedding, and then making the effort. So this is how Scorpio is feeling from the beginning of January, past, present, and future. So in regards to this reconciliation, someone from your past is returning back to your life. So this may be someone that wasn't all too nurturing. I feel like this is someone who you perhaps didn't see the truth with, but you're letting this person back in. Let me look a little further into what this is all about. Ooh, okay. So I feel like in the past, you got to a point where you no longer saw a future with this person. There was a lack of communication. There was a lack of communication about your finances, a lack of communication maybe around love as well, and even a prospect of moving forward. But I see that you guys were waiting for a new beginning. I feel like you were waiting for this Ace of Cups. So I just want to show you what came up. We have the Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and then we also have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So it's as if you were waiting for something for a while. And I feel like someone wasn't talking about, wasn't discussing maybe your love life or your love life options. Okay, so you then got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this, again, is just showing how things are kind of stagnant, not moving forward. But I feel like maybe you guys reconciled because maybe you got out of your head about it. But I feel like you might have been on point, Scorpio, about this energy. But again, because you have the Nine of Swords here where you must have been in your head at some point, but now it's in reverse. This means that you kind of left that behind. But let me find out why you have this Nine of Swords. Please clarify this Nine of Swords. I truly believe it has to do with the fact that, again, you were in your head over the situation. Yeah, definitely. And then what came out was the Lovers. So you could also be dealing with the Gemini, but to me, this just, again, just re-emphasizes the fact that you were in your head about this love situation, but I feel like you were not seeing the truth here. This is the Owl here, and it's in reverse. You were not seeing the truth, and I think at some point, like I said, there was no communication about it. I feel like you might have even wasted some money regarding this person, but just overall, I just feel like this energy was not the most nurturing energy for you to be around, Scorpio. But nonetheless, like I said, there was a reconciliation. This person came back into your life. But now we have separation. So we went from reconciliation to separation. And then it was reaffirmed with you guys not reaching out. Okay? So there's some silence going on at this time. Someone is trying to hold back. This separation is time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So this could be a Libra you're dealing with as well, but maybe you're separated due to the fact that maybe there's some, I feel like there may be some legalities going on as well. So someone feels like they can't reach out to the other person, because I feel like this has to do with someone juggling someone. So I'm gonna leave this like that for Scorpio. Anything else regarding the separation? Because what I really want to go to here is this wedding. Now, what I want to also show you is that we received Libra, and now I'm also receiving this Six of Pentacles. So I feel like there's separation due to someone wanting equality, wanting justice. Or another way of looking at this is there's separation because someone wants that justice, someone wants equality. There's separation, and as a result of the separation, they're now starting to feel whole. They're now starting to feel good about themselves. I feel like by this person not being in your life, it kind of helps you. Okay, so now I'm also receiving this Six of Wands and Six of Queen of Wands. So there's a lot of sixes here in regards to you coming from out of a place of stagnation, but now you're coming out of a place of confrontation, but it's still a lack of appreciation here. Some of you may be also dealing with a fire sign. I'm going to leave that there. Let's move on to this wedding. So this situation involves a wedding. So these legalities could be in regards to this wedding, but I feel like you're taking the lead regarding this situation. Ultimately, I feel like here someone has been waiting for something to come to fruition for a long time. I have that Ace of Cups in reverse, as well as this blossoming card here in reverse. And then when I looked further into it for you guys, I just kept asking the question, what is this really about? And this is about somebody who has been waiting. We received TikTok. You have been waiting for a while. And in regards to this separation, again, this patience came out. Being patient came out in reverse. So someone has definitely been waiting. And then you also someone's been waiting, but I feel like now someone's ready to take the lead. They're like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to allow somebody else to run my life. So as a result, again, I'm seeing this balance. Someone creating balance in their own life. And this, again, this yin-yang. Someone's showing this other part of themselves. I feel like someone has been very sweet, mild-mannered, but now they're like, look, let me tell you like it is. This is a time of, I'm going to tell you like it is. So, again, this is the first 2 weeks of January for love. So just make sure that you take the time, because this, again, is showing me that you're pulling back on your intuition. I feel like this is that time where you're needing this balance. You need to stay strong, you know, and you really need to hear from your spirit guides during this time to make sure you are moving in the direction that you really want to go. But like I said, in regards to this wedding situation, I feel like somebody's been waiting to get married, maybe even waiting for a proposal for some time now, but someone else has been BSing. And I feel like you really want this. I feel like you put forth the effort. You really want this balance. So you might be separated until someone decides to get married or decides to move forward in a way that you're happy with, Scorpio. So in the near future, though, also I'm seeing make the effort. So I feel like Scorpio is trying to make the effort, but in the same process, not really opening up to this. I feel like someone really needs to go seek some time in nature, need to go sit on a lake or something, to kind of get peace and clarity, to come out of this cycle. Again, the Temperance. This is about patience again. So again, someone's not willing to wait. Someone's made a decision. It's like, look, I have options. And we need to either just jump out of there, or if they don't take the lead, they're going to end up feeling depressed. Like if they can't make this thing move in the direction they want it to move, they're not going to feel good about where they are in this relationship. So if this relationship does not move in the direction they want in the time that they want, it's going to create havoc. And it looks like Scorpio is trying to do something about it. Okay? So let's go ahead and find out how Scorpio's mate is feeling in regards to all of this. Whew. Let's look into Scorpio's mate. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Now, that was a lot of detail there for Scorpio. I may not go into as much detail for Scorpio's mate, but we really need to just get down to the bottom of this and find out what the obstacles are. So let's go ahead and find out. Let's pull past, present, and future, just like we did with Scorpio, to find out how Scorpio's mate is feeling in regards to the same situation. For January 1st through the 15th, thank you, Holy Spirit. Ooh, past. Past. Present. In the past, we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And let's see how we're feeling in the present moment. Present. Okay, we got a lot more for present. So it looks like Scorpio's mate is not trying to let religion influence their spiritual path. They're not trying to let their upbringing influence their path at this time. They want to get to know you, but I feel like they still have some family issues to still heal. So they receive religious factors, getting to know each other, and healing family issues. This is all in the present right here. And a few of these, and a couple of these were in reverse, which leads me to believe they're not ready to get married at this time. They're wanting to get to know you. As they reveal their innermost selves to each other, the bond will deepen. They feel like they want to grow a deep bond with you. In the past here, they have chemistry. They feel as though you definitely do have chemistry. But they feel like they still need to heal some things in their personal life. Let me see, what about the future? Let's see what we have for the future for Scorpio's mate. What do we have here for the future for Scorpio's mate? Again, heart-to-heart conversations. They want this bond to deepen. They want to get to know you. New love came up in reverse. So that leads me to believe some of you might be in a new relationship with them, but there isn't someone new that's impacting your relationship at this time. So either you're new in their life, but there is not someone new in their life at this time. So a new person has stirred their romantic interest is what this new love is about, but this is in reverse to me means that's not the case here. So if you were wondering if they had someone new in their life, this is what the message is, that it's not the case. That they want to talk to you. They want to converse with you. So let's just clarify here the past. Okay, let's clarify the past. There's chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. All right. So they feel like, you know, they wanted a new beginning with you, a new start with you. Wow. Beautiful. So we received the Hierophant. We received the Ace of Wands, as well as the High Priestess. So they are, you know, definitely in communication with their higher selves. They've made a decision in their mind when they have been with you in the past. Some of you may be dealing with, all of this. Everything that's coming out is just straight, like, major arcana. All of this is coming out for you, for your mates. So let me tell you everything that's coming out, because a lot is coming out. All right, so in the past here, like I said, they are listening to their higher selves. They want new passion. It's a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion here with you. In the past here, I feel like they even may have, some of you might have gotten married in the past, when they were feeling this way. As time progressed, I feel like there was a decision that had to be made, maybe in regards to a Sagittarius and a Virgo, but mainly I'm seeing here that a decision had to be made because someone was impatient. Someone has been thinking about how they wanted to move forward and did not want to end up making the same mistakes. Didn't want to go back into a same cycle that they were in that was not positive for them in the past. So it was like an addictive cycle that they was in the past. They've been thinking about this. So this is your partner. And again, remember, this goes vice versa, because this can be vice versa, because this is a general reading. But someone has been thinking hard about this. So they realized that they had to make a decision because someone has been impatient. I honestly feel like that's you, Scorpio. And so they're trying to make a decision. They have been contemplating what the best decision is because they don't want to make a mistake. And then I feel like they verbalized what it is that they wanted. And what they wanted was, they wanted something that was imbalanced. Clarify. I feel like what they wanted was not something you wanted to hear, and to you didn't feel balanced. They wanted nurturing, but I feel like they're trying to control how this goes. They may be nurturing themselves, but they're trying to stay in control of how this goes. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like in the current. So that's in the past. That's in the past with Scorpio's mate. In the current, religious factors in reverse. Let's clarify that. Let's see if we can clarify it with one. Religious factors in reverse. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for Scorpio, January 1st to the 15th. So someone doesn't want the typical. Someone doesn't want the typical marriage, it seems. Someone feels like they need to really control what's happening here. I'm getting a lot of the same messages. Control the message of what's happening here. Someone, what they want is something that's imbalanced. That's what I'm coming out. I mean, that's what's coming out. For Scorpio, for you, you want balance. This person wants something that you feel is imbalanced. You feel like it's not fair. And they're trying to control how this is dealt with. And I'm getting all the same messages. So I just want to let you know, I see Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius here. But I feel like someone was willing to give up, and someone else is wanting to hold on to this relationship. So this religious factors, I feel like someone really may not want to get married. So let's just go ahead on into getting to know each other and healing this and family issues. There's something that needs to be healed within your partner. And because of their upbringing, they do not want to go into the same pattern. They don't want to do the same thing as their parents did. They don't want to do it like when they grew up. They feel like there are more options out there. They don't want to follow down their parents' path. They are stuck on that, not trying to even do it, okay? They feel like in the past, when they were children, they saw people maybe sneaking around. But they want something real. They want something passionate. They want to be smart about it. They want true love, I feel. They want this wheel of fortune. This is what they want. They want it to be right. I feel like they feel like in the past it was not right. And or the way their parents did it was not right. And now they want to do it the right way. But the right way to them is not the typical way that most people may look at the right way as being. I feel like I'm talking in riddles. Make sure you please definitely leave your comments, because I really feel like I'm the cat in the hat right now. Someone feels like you are their true love. They feel like this is a soulmate relationship. They don't want to mess this up. They want to deepen this bond with you. They really want to get to know you and deepen this bond. They just don't want to do it like everybody else is doing it. They want to do it the real way. I honestly feel like someone feels like someone may want the look of a wedding and may want the look of what a good marriage looks like from the outside, but they want what's real, what's deep, what's real, what is reality. They want a real deep relationship. They don't want just the look of a deep relationship. They want a real deep relationship. I love it. I'm loving it. Loving it. Scorpio and your mates. Someone here is on it. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's look at the near future. So, apologize for the light there. I think that's, let me verify. I really think that's my battery just dying a little bit. Let me make sure the video is not trying to turn off. It is not. Thank you. Yep. So sorry if it got a little darker. But let's move on forward before this whole thing cuts off. How about that? Your last video went like 23 minutes just for the general portion of it. So, Scorpio, y'all doing it to me today. Y'all took up my whole day. I had to break after the last one. It was so deep. Goodness gracious. And this one here seems to be going long as well. Let's do this. All right. So in the near future, they want to let you know there is not someone else. So if you think there's someone else, it isn't. They have been building with you. They want to continue to build with you. They don't want you to be nervous. They feel like maybe you not as nurturing. But they don't want this house and home as of yet. They do want to create balance with you is what they're trying, what I'm seeing now. They do in the future want to create something more balanced with you, but right now they're still dealing with issues from their past. Okay? They're still dealing with it. And they definitely want to have this heart-to-heart conversation with you because this is what will take them to that next level, I feel. So they need to honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So let's go ahead and look at your blocks, and then let's get you some advice before this thing turns off. Okay? All right. Let's look at the obstacles. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Let's look at the obstacles in this relationship with Scorpio and their mate for the first 2 weeks of January. What are the obstacles? Okay. This reconciliation, romantic feelings. Somebody must be separated. Somebody, so they want to come back together. So some of the issues are the fact that they're together. Someone from your past is returning back to your life. So maybe someone actually returned back to Scorpio's mate's life and you think that they're in love with them. And then also this religious factor and keeping an open mind also came out. Both came out in reverse. So just letting you know that. So we just had this conversation about this religious factor. Someone is not trying to repeat the same mistakes as before. And someone here is thinking, and I feel like it may be Scorpio, is thinking that their soulmate is someone different. Someone believes, like I said, the partner, this can go vice versa, but the way in which I read it, the partner feels as though you're their soulmate. Scorpio may feel like, no, you're not. So let's go ahead and get some advice. But nonetheless, there are true romantic feelings here and reconciliation. So this reconciliation, please give me advice regarding this reconciliation, spirit guides. What is the advice regarding this reconciliation? Okay. So although someone's reconciled, they're still feeling sad and isolated. Please give me advice regarding this romantic feelings. Someone is still I feel like someone believes this connection is a little too much for them. Please clarify. Someone wants to be successful in this relationship, but they feel like someone else is not agreeing with them and doesn't want to share in the love. So they're just trying to pick their battles. So what I'm going to do now is get advice for both of you. Let's go ahead and start with Scorpio's mate. We're going to get practical advice for Scorpio's mate, and then we're going to get love advice, and then we're going to start with Scorpio and do the same. So let's get practical advice for Scorpio's mate. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So Scorpio mate, you may be feeling alone, but let me make it clear to you. If you would just nurture your Scorpio, it will help and open up. This will improve your relationship with your Scorpio. Okay? But I feel like Scorpio's mate feels alone. Feels alone in this. And here it goes again. Love makes all the difference. Focus on love. Okay? So you need to work on nurturing Scorpio's mate. Love makes all the difference. Love can help heal past hurt and provide a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. Focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each other and every person in your life. So Scorpio's mate just needs to open their heart, focus on love, nurture their partner, even if you feel like you're in this alone. Because I feel like Scorpio may be trying to separate from you, not feeling it right now. And in the process, just continue to nurture, continue to love, and allow your Scorpio to come to you. Now let's go ahead for Scorpio, get some practical advice for Scorpio. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Scorpio. Okay, what's advice for Scorpio for the first 2 weeks of January? First 2 weeks of January for the love relationships and dealing with some of these obstacles and blocks. What is the advice for Scorpio for the first 2 weeks of January, January 1st through the 15th? Practical advice for Scorpio. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you again for coming to my channel. Make sure you thumbs up before you leave. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to my channel. I would love to see you back here again. And definitely leave your comments. Like I said, I love to see your comments and how it resonates with you. All right. Do you have any advice, Scorpio? I mean, Scorpio spirit? All right. Come together. I mean, this is just so perfect, right? I love it. This is for Scorpio. Hopefully you guys can see this. Scorpio, if you were doubting this relationship, now this is for those of you that this resonates with. So don't take, you know, like this last part and then nothing else resonated with you. You're like, I'm coming back together. Usually if the past and the present resonates, then the future will as well as for your partner portion. So let's get some love advice for Scorpio. So Scorpio, coming together. Your practical advice is, you know, if you're feeling like you want to separate right now, they're saying come together. Spirit guides are saying come together. Act as if your partner is here, whether you are with someone or not. Act as if you are with them always. So you always consider them. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. Okay? So these are just simple messages, simple acts of kindness. You know, Scorpio, you look like you was ready to tell them to kick rocks, and it's all because you may be, you may not be as patiently waiting for this opportunity regarding this marriage, regarding a commitment. And it looks like your partner is getting there and working on it, but they want to deepen your bond. So look into the reasons why you necessarily want to move forward in this direction, Scorpio. See why it is that you may want to deepen, I don't even want to say deepen your connection. Your partner wants to deepen their connection with you, but it seems like you are being impatiently waiting for something. You want equality. You want balance in your life. And it's obvious. And I feel like they are not ready for what you're ready for, what you consider to be balance. So I honestly feel like it's really a difference of perception. This is your perspective, Scorpio, that you may feel like, well, it's been long enough, and I'm over it, and I'm ready to walk away if you don't give me what you want. I feel like there's some ultimatums on the table, but I feel like your partner's going to be there through it regardless. I want to say through the crazy, through the impatience, through whatever it is. But temperance, patience has been all over this reading. Someone's not willing to wait anymore. They're like, the clock is ticking. You in or you out. What is that saying called? It or get off the pot? Ish or get off the pot. That's what they said. I'm not saying the word exactly. I know what it is, but ish or get off the pot. That's what I'm feeling. Somebody's like, I'm about to get off the pot if you don't ish. But thank you so much for coming to my channel. I love you guys. I'll see you guys back in 2 more weeks. Make sure you come back out. I love you. Blessings, love, and light. Bye, Scorpio.